Hey, it's Mark here with Cedar Falls Farm. Georgiana and I are at Eastbank Campground right outside of Bainbridge, Georgia. This campground is on the Florida-Georgia line. As a matter of fact, you can see the lake behind me. That's Lake Seminole, and it's part of the Chattahoochee River, I believe, Chattahoochee or Chattahoochee River Basin. This is a Corps Engineer Park. The dam, actually, I will turn the camera. You can see maybe the dam over here is in Florida. And if we rode down there to the dam on the way in, we would cross over into Florida. But I'm going to take you on a tour of Eastbank Campground. This is a really beautiful place. It's about 6.5 hours driving time from the farm. That is if we were driving just a regular vehicle, not pulling a travel trailer. But I think most of you know, if you watch the channel, we have a Grand Design Reflection 320 MKS, and it takes a little longer. So we did stop on the way down. I did a short on that. We stopped at a Love's travel stop, spent the night. Nice level padded site. Wasn't too difficult to get in and out of, and it was just off the interstate, which made it fairly easy. We're going to try to head down and drive hard back home in a few days. But I want to give you a tour of this campground. I really love it. We've already booked more time in December. We're going to come back down here. A little better weather than it is in South Carolina in the dead of winter, and hope to enjoy that. So bear with me. We'll pick back up here in a second and we'll go on a tour of the campground. All right, this is the entrance. There is the check-in site. Go to the front window here to check in. Have 2 camp attendants here. There is a dump station right here. Be on your way out, almost back at the gate. Only dump station that I'm aware of here on site. Does have a trash can. I like that, so you got a spot to throw away your gloves if you're using gloves. And there's actually a fish cleaning station here. I'm going to turn so you'll be able to see this building. This is a fish cleaning station. Has a place where you can take your fish you've caught and go in and clean and dispose of them. The carcasses, at least. Beautiful little downhill drive. You may be able to see, if you could zoom in, the dam is in the background there. We're going to ride through Loop A first. We're staying in Loop C, Site C24. I watched a video, YouTube video, some months back. Can't remember who did it. Wish I could. I'd love to give them a shout out. That's the reason we're here. I saw the sunsets, I saw the beautiful campsites, the lake, and that was enough to convince me we needed to stay here, and we needed to stay in Site C24. So that day I watched it, Georgiana and I actually were able to book the site. Before we go down into Loop A, we're going to ride down to the boat ramp. And there are gators in this lake. There's no swimming areas, which is probably a good thing. Do not want to mess with the gators. But this is the boat launch. There's actually primitive sites down here, tent sites. So if you had a tent, Site 65 right here in front of us, and 64. you could be right on the water. And I'm just gonna pull over here so you can see the boat ramp. Here is the boat ramp. And it says no swimming or wading, probably a good thing. Definitely don't want to tangle with a gator. And they told me there's a 12 to 14 foot gator that they've seen out here often. That's okay to be able to see it and avoid it. So back in South Carolina, it's a cool front where we're from. Friends told me it was like 75 degrees, cool breeze, and it's in the low 90s here with a breeze. So here we go, A1 and A2, both back end sights. These all have water and electricity, no sewer. This is A3, where does Class A motorhome is at. We'll ride through A4 since no one's in there. This is A4. You could probably put a 36 footer in here. And all these sites have fish cleaning tables on them too. Right on the water. We won't go in 5. There is a 5th wheel in it. This is 6 over here. We'll pull up in 6, do a little loop around. It's a short spot for your camper. It is a pull through. Nice shade. There's a sycamore tree here, fire ring right in front of us, and park grill and fish cleaning table, lantern pole, and a nice picnic table. Our picnic table's seen its better days on our side. Here's 7 in front of us. We're going to cross back over the road to the lake side. Again, this is Lake Seminole. This is a very short one. Probably wouldn't do much more than a 23, 24 footer here. A lot of space. Palm tree. I don't know what other kind of tree we have there. There's a cedar, a couple of cedars. Nice fire ring. And this is about what our picnic table looks like. Not in good shape. But still, it's okay. Throw a cover over tablecloth. We're going to pull in the 9 here. 9's another short one. Really nice sight though. Fairly level. Same amenities. Very close to the water. Okay, this is 9 coming up. 9 is an accessible site. I have this one booked. Makes it a lot easier for Georgianne to get out and move around with her walker. She's got a rolling walker. It'll help her be able to be mobile. It's like concrete with pebbles embedded in it. Again, picnic table's not much to look at, but that's okay. We can get by with that. And there is a trash can right here on the site, which is awesome. Picnic table, fish cleaning station, park grill, lantern post. Now, I'm going to ride us out to the point where I will be spending some time fishing when we're on this site. I might even come over here and bring my fly rod. I mean, we're right on a point here. Water's shallow out here, at least in this area. And that is our current site. That's C24 right in front of us. That's where we're located. Love that site. It's a big, spacious site. Westward view, so we get to see all the sunsets. So awesome. Beautiful, beautiful sunsets down here. Right around this. Don't know, could see a gator out here. I don't want to get too close to it if we do. Not a fan. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this site in December. Very spacious. Okay. Over here, someone knocked a post over on 10, but this is 10 here. There's a little inlet behind it, but not really accessible. Same amenities. You do have, you'll be facing east on this. Have 11. Your exit for your camper would be facing east on this, so you wouldn't get the view of the sunset so much. Nice big sycamore tree in the background. Give you some good morning shade. You could probably put a 40-footer in there if you want to. Right through 12. How's it going? All right. 12's a deep site. This thing's probably 65, maybe 70 feet deep. A lot of room, but again, you're going to be facing east. Still very nice. Nice fire ring, picnic table, grill, fish cleaning station. 13 next to us. We won't bother those folks. But you can see there's a nice fifth wheel in there. Plenty of room. A little big sycamore tree and some pine trees. And if you want to walk up to the bathhouse, there's a walkway and steps that goes up. Bathhouse is just across the street. Here's 14. It's a very small pull through between the sites. It connects the two roads. Big sycamore and a pine tree there. 15. Going to be facing east. You won't see the water, but plenty of room in this one, and you wouldn't be disturbed at all. There's a live oak. Live oaks, they keep their leaves year round. Popular in coastal areas, even in South Carolina. Live oaks were cut in abundance back during the days of wooden ships. The last one here, another nice site. It's just you don't have a good view of the lake, but this is really nice. Fairly level. Fire ring is up on top of the two timbers. Place to park a car over here. See right here, you can back in. running low on juice on this thing. I'm having to paddle. Whoa, paddle, paddle. Oh yes, here we go. Now this little building up here is just to the side of the stairwell that comes up. The stairwell is right here. We will go through Loop B now. This is the bathhouse to our left. I'm about to turn over to. There's 3 toilets on the front, individual, and they are locking. Showers are accessible on the back side. 4 showers, individual, and they lock. I came up here and used this facility yesterday. Took a nice shower, so I didn't have to fill up our gray tank. So this is a park host site, 43, and it probably has septic, so you're not going to get this one, I wouldn't think. These are not on the water. This whole loop is away from the water. This is a park host site. There is an access for septic over by the post. Directly in front of us here. Very small spot. You have woods right behind you. Not one I would want. .45 is right here, down the hill, the back end. It's a decent back end. Fairly level. Not a bad site. .44 is another small site. Same amenities as the others. We will pull into 47 ahead of 46. 47 is a pull through. It's not really a bad view. Nice paved area, but it is sloped a bit. So you'd probably have to block up the right side of your camper RV. .46, another shallow, backs up to the woods. 20, 25 footer maybe. This is 48 here, very similar. We'll pull up in there, same thing we've seen on the others. .49, another shallow. You're on the back side. I am going to pull into 49. If you'll look directly back just to the side of this tree in the tree line, there's a hiking trail. .50, might be able to get a 35 footer in. There's a little slope to it. Sloping, it would slope to the left side and forward of your camper. Turn so you can see the drainage ditch here that runs between the sites here on Loop B. Another bathhouse up here on the hill. I'm not going to drive up there. but the park host at the gate told me that the bathhouse that we just rode around, you can't adjust the water. You turn it on, it's preset, and he said a lot of people think it's hot, and he was right. When I took my shower in there, it was way too hot for me, but you can't adjust it, so you just take a quicker shower. These, he said, you can't adjust the water. I'll probably check it out before we leave. I think we will ride the loop here. We won't go into 51. We'll come back through this loop. 52 here is another shallow site. 53 is a pull through. Not a lot of space. 55 directly in front of me is a pull through. Here's 54 is a back end, and it has an angle I would not want to deal with. Slopes away to the left. You're gonna have to block up for sure. We'll ride through 55 real quick. Again, another shallow site. There is parking spaces right here beside it. 57, another pull through, a short pull through, and 3 parking spaces here in 58. It's got grass growing in the parking area. Very shallow. You couldn't put maybe a 15, 18 footer in there at best. Okay, we're going to go back up and ride through the lower part of the loop here. This is 59. 59 is a pretty decent sized site, older picnic table. There's several picnic tables really need some refurbishment here. You could pull a Class A, a big RV in there, probably 40, 45 foot, fifth wheel. 60 is not quite as big. I wouldn't want to put my rig in there. It's about 36 feet. And it doesn't look like a lot of people use it because grass is growing in the gravel. Not a lot of shade either. '61 is a pull through. That's not bad, but you're really going to be right up against. It's not wide, so you're going to be right up against your sitting area, leisure area. Easy to get into. 62, if you came around this way, you could back in fairly easy. It is a deep site. I like it because of the trees around it. Give you some shade. You can put about any modern RV or camper in here you wanted to. Trees going out, not looking good. It'll come down at some point. Hopefully they'll take it down before it comes down on its own. And 63 is occupied. We won't bother these folks, but let's you can get probably a 30 footer in there easy. Okay, let's work our way over to our loop where we're staying. I do want to point out real quick, we'll pull back over here. It has a place for a dumpster, but they just have like a debris dumpster out here for you to drop your trash in. For now. All right. We'll pull in the 17 here. fairly level. It would, you'd probably have to block up the front of your trailer or RV to get it close to level before trying to level it with your auto leveling or jack system. No problem on length. $18. Another good site. At least this site you would be facing west, as with the last one we were just on. Plenty of room, and you'd get to see those beautiful sunsets, unless another camper was parked right in front of you. 19 is definitely for a tag along. I'd say 20-25 foot maybe. Another picnic table that needs some attention. Go over here to 20. 20 has a concrete pad. I like that. Easy in. 30-40 footer to get in here would have no problem. Folks left a little trash behind. 21 is a pull through, but a very short pull through. West facing somewhat now. Actually, you're going to be northwest facing. Parking here. There's been boats parked here. 22. 23 here is another short site. It's all concrete, paved, poured. You have the inlet here. People do park their boats in there. This is our site. And you can see our trailer is facing due west, and we get beautiful sunsets here in this spot. Absolutely beautiful. Fix our little sign here, our camp flag. Had to get that as soon as we started camping. 25, another paved site, or concrete, I should say, not paved. It's decent, nice green area around it. It'll be facing northwest, not bad. 26 we won't go in. I love this old motorhome. That is so cool looking. This is a nice back end site. 1986 Vingo TD. Really cool. 27 is another one. Back end, good size, and you'd have a beautiful, beautiful view sitting out here watching the sunsets. Incredible. Pull over here to 28, another good back end. Ours would fit in here. You get 36, 40 footer easy. Not a lot of space left to park your vehicle, but nice. Probably get to see a gator every now and then. 29, if you didn't have anybody right in front of you, you would still have a good view off to the west. Go over here to 30. Another concrete pad. Not bad. You're going to be facing the dam. You still have a water view. You'd come out here and sit and watch the sunset to the west, no problem. Another good concrete pad. Again, water and electric out here. And you're right on the water, but I think it's important to know that if you're on the water right here, there's no wall, no seawall, so to speak. Gator could climb right up if it wanted to. I don't know about you folks. I'm not fond of gators. I am wearing Crocs. Close enough to a gator. Site 32, another small site. Not much of a scenery here. Hey, how's it going? All right.
Is that an electric bike?
It is, yeah, it's an electric trike.
I thought so. I didn't see a pedal.
Well, I had to pedal going uphill. It's starting to get a little low on juice, and more pedaling than I wanted to do this afternoon. Have a great day.
You too, baby.
Here's site 33. Yeah, Saturday. That's what us retired folks call it. This is another good site here. Nice paved. Not a whole lot to look at. There is a picnic area off in the distance. There's a volleyball court out there. Honestly, I don't see that there's any really terrible sites out here. A lot better than others, but I'm really enamored with this place. Site 34. You'll be facing east when you back your trailer in. I don't like this tree limb hanging out, but you know, you do have some morning shade. Nice padded area. Small living area, as I like to call it, but it's decent. Let's go over here to 35. Now this one, you have your own deck on 35. As you can see, these white lines on the concrete here, directly in front of us, and all around the perimeter, that's probably 7 dust. I know some people freak out about chemicals and powders and all, but there is a real problem in this campground with what's called Argentine ants. They're a small sugar ant, and they will infest your RV or camper. So they warn you, they've got a write-up about it. You can use any EPA approved treatment, and they recommend it to keep them out of your camper. And I treated with 7 and also used an ant spray around our campsite, around where we eat, and around the grill to keep them off the grill. It's a problem you don't want to have. We actually picked up some ants at the Love's travel stop on the way in, and I had to spray in the pass through. This one, I did mention earlier, it's the only site with a deck on it. So you have a deck out here, place you could hang out, watch the sunsets. It's kind of neat. You know, Mike could put our trailer in here. Maybe tight, but yeah, it's doable. All right, we're gonna go backwards through this section. See if I can see on this post what this site number is. That is not it. It's over on the other post. That's the problem going backwards. 41. Okay, site 41. It's a back end, plenty of room, and it is all concrete. I actually kind of like this one. You have trees that's giving you shade, protection, morning sun, afternoon sun. The sun is just up here. I point the camera up. Look at this, a new picnic table. Picnic table looks good. I like this. This would be good for Georgianne. She would be able to get around, but you're not right on the water, and I do like to fish when I come to a place like this. And if you want to fish, it's going to make it a little more difficult. Or you could do like people did at our campsite. They just walk through. This is 40 here, another concrete site. This would be a little short for us. It's sloped until right here where I'm at, and you probably got 20 feet or so of nice level space and a fairly rough looking picnic table. Maybe this is 39, maybe. It is indeed 39. Another short site. I wouldn't go more than a 25 footer in here, but it is all paved or concrete. Fish cleaning station. It's been rebuilt a little bit. Nice grill, nice picnic table, new fire ring. Loop back through these. Both of these are, well, one's a pull through. We'll get to the pull through first. 36. It's a short pull through. I would not want to pull our camper in here. It's doable, but it's not good. 25 footer, I wouldn't be concerned about it. Let's go over here and check 38. You'd still be west facing. 38's a back end, and it's still, I'm going up, and right here probably 20 feet of level space, and this is probably 37. It's a very short one. These are together, so this would be ideal for a family get together camping. But if you're camping and you don't like your neighbor, you're in trouble. We'll check the number on this one real quick. This is 37. So that's the entirety of the campground here, to my knowledge, unless there's something that's set off to the side. But this is what interested me. This is well worth the drive. When I first saw the sunset, I thought, hey, we've got to go there, Georgianne, let's book it. And we were very fortunate to get the campsite we wanted. We got the first week of September, which was incredible, through Labor Day, and we're eating good meals and enjoying each other's company. Link is having a good time, our farm dog extraordinaire, and you know, we're blessed beyond measure. Both of us being retired. You know, there's health issues, but we're retired. We're still vertical, not horizontal, and I think that's saying something. But the sun's slowly going down. We've probably got about another hour and a half or so. I will throw in a sunset picture as the thumbnail. I want to share that with everyone, and perhaps you will make the decision that we've made if you're into camping and want to come out and enjoy yourselves. So let me take this off and do a good closing here. Again, this is Mark with Cedar Falls Farm. I'm honored that you have taken time to come along on this travel with us and see what we're enjoying. Hopefully you can do what I've done, is look and see some of these places that are really neat and get out here and enjoy life. You know, I still have a lot going on the farm, even with the transition to my perennials rather than annual vegetables and all, but I'm trying to slow down, trying to preserve my health and help take care of my wife and let her have a good time too. So thanks for coming along. We appreciate all of you. Love you guys. And please like and subscribe. That's it from Cedar Falls Farm.